Hi, it's me. It's your lovely neighborhood radio Kendra. Hello everyone, it is I, your lovely neighborhood radio Kendra speaking, and I am here finally for the likes of you all. Hello, good evening chat. Hi Tim. That's a shot. Oh my gosh. Hello everybody. Hello. It is I don't know why. I don't know. Hi, Chibi Can. Hello. Yes. Even though I said Chibi Can will stay only for Sonic when Sonic shows up, she's not going away. I love her too much. I love her too much. She looks so stupid. I love her. She's stupid affectionate. Hi, bestie. Hello, Lummer. And yes, some of you saw in the Discord, and we will be talking about that in a moment, but I also want to say hi, because for some reason, I'm a stickler for doing things in the right way, right order, even though I have no plans. LummertheGamerCat? Yeah. What is it? I'm gonna put out a call. Why would I say it like that? I might put out like a thing where it's like anybody who wants to like just join in chat can like join in chat, because I'm going to, as I said yesterday, let's preface with a couple things. If you guys haven't noticed, I don't know why I'm being awkward with it. Basically, I want to do this final stream. It says Merry Christmas because this will be the final stream I will be doing for the year, as I am being pulled away via my family to go on a 2-week pilgrimage to the mountains to have Christmas family fun times. We're gonna have fun with Christmas final stream of the year. Yeah! Some of you noticed the thumbnail changed because that actually goes into it. Some of you noticed. Some of you, I know you noticed. Somebody already noticed, one of you guys. The thumbnail changed today. And you're probably wondering, huh? What do you mean the thumbnail changed? Well, you see, at the time, I was gonna make a special illustration like last year for the thumbnail and stuff. You know what I mean? And what ended up happening was that the illustration came out so well that I was like, I don't know, this can't be on YouTube. I don't want it to be a YouTube thumbnail. It's too compressed. YouTube's like system like compresses it so badly that I don't, especially like as a thumbnail. I don't want it like that. So I'm gonna put it out as an official illustration on Christmas, so look forward to that. Look forward to a special illustration coming this Christmas. by me, because of course, on YouTube and on Twitter. Which, speaking of which, I will also not be active on Twitter during the Christmas season, nor YouTube for obvious reasons, because, I mean, unless you want me to stream into the mountains, I can stream like my local bear attack or whatever. Is it really local bear attack if you're not a part of the locals? To the mountains? Yes, to the mountains. And another thing is also, now I don't do stuff like this because I'm gonna say it like this. Whenever it comes to like donations and stuff like that, or like GoFundMes and everything, I'm always skeptical about it, because even though I do trust GoFundMe themselves, there are people on there that do scam people. However, I want to preface in the first hour of the stream, I have a GoFundMe link in chat because I was contacted recently that one of our frequent collaborators on the channel, LummertheGamerCat, LummertheGamerCat, is basically having, is it legal to hunt deer this month? No, Santa needs them. But let me say this correctly. Alright, basically, Lummer reached out to me and she was wondering if I could help her in regards to telling everybody about a GoFundMe about her mother, because unfortunately she was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, which is basically late stage cancer. Now, I'm someone who believes in miracles, and I do believe in helping people even if I am sometimes the biggest skeptic in the room. So, although you may not be able to donate, even sharing the link is actually a good thing to do because, hey, you never know what could happen. You never know. Sometimes you might run into the right people. You know what I mean? So, I don't know why I'm being awkward about it. I just want to help people out, you know? You never know. You never know. And I always want to just try, at least, you know? I keep saying, you know. So the link will be in the description, and of course I will be making a pinned comment when the VOD goes up in case anybody misses it or wants to comment or see anything. You know. And I will be putting out a message on YouTube days from now that will also have the link to the GoFundMe in the post area, and a link to the Discord as well, since I will be active on Discord. I'm just not going to be active on YouTube or Twitter. Thank you so much, Kendra. This means so much to me. Don't worry, Lummer. Can I be real with you? One of the reasons why I trust you so much is because, like, you're actually one of the reasons I was able to actually kind of break out my shell this year, because I was like, I want to make more friends. I'm not used to making more friends. I'm not used to people actively, like, seeking me out. And that was like that for like many years. And only ever a few people have only ever done that for me, and I really cherish that a lot. I cherish stuff like that a lot. I guess it's a miracle we met. But even still, I always try and help out the people that I care about the most, because you never know what somebody could be going through. And you never know what comes back around, because it's always, I want to help until you don't want to help. And then when it's your time to help, no one wants to help. And so I always want to try and help people as much as I can. You know what I mean? I've just been doing my best to be a lot more confident these days. I can't believe it. What is it? Seconds only to listen. Understandable mission. Help the Zaza cat. This is true. This is true. Oh, thank you. And like I said, you don't have to donate, because obviously donation is not an obligation. But if you do, thank you. And if you can share the link, that is also just as good, because you never know. You never know. But moving forward, I want to ask you guys. I can't even say ask you guys. I don't know. I just kind of want to reminisce about the year. This year has been so weird and chaotic and stuff like that. Because I remember the first thing I told myself is that I wanted to do a bunch of things, and we only ended up doing a few of them. To be fair, a lot of it was my fault. I'll do the sharing part because, no lies, I have $8 dollaronis to my name. Listen, $8 is also good, but I also understand that. Oh, what is it? I just kind of want to reminisce about the year, because it is a crazy year. I met some really interesting people. I've had fun with the people that are already here. What even happened to this year? It feels like such a blur, because it felt like January took forever, and especially September, and now we're already in December, and this week flew by so fast. We had to like wait for a week to get the laundry done, because the dryer wasn't like broken, but like the belt kept like squeaking and rumbling. So now we gotta bum rush the dryer to be like, listen dude, we gotta dry so many clothes so we can pack for this trip. You will be drying forever. Oh, remember that time you panicked on stream when a spider fell down your shirt? That's the funny thing. It didn't even fall down my shirt. It fell on my arm, but I freaked out because I thought it was on my like jacket. It was on my, so what is it? At the time I was wearing a short sleeve shirt, and I thought it was on my arm, but I didn't know if it was on my arm. I didn't know if it was still on my arm or my shirt or on my skirt, so I just threw my shirt off. Oh my god, that sounds terrifying. Bro, the clip was crazy because I had my brothers in the background. And they rarely talk, let alone talk on stream. And so I was freaking out. The other brother, obviously, when it comes to bugs, he's also freaking out. My other brother is kind of just like, what? and then one of them was like, it's on the chair. And I just sprayed a bunch of Raid on the chair. Ironically enough, that's one of the reasons that led to my June hiatus, because I had been spraying so much bug spray around that time that I ended up kind of just getting I got sick from the raid without realizing I got sick from the raid, and then it really culminated together because we had bombed the house bug style Minecraft. And what ended up happening was that the mixture from the bomb spray and the mixture from the raid spray literally made me fall to my knees because I was in so much pain for, I want to say, at least 1 or 2 days. Because unfortunately the body had to filter it out. So imagine like dying on the toilet because of 2 different sprays. And all you can do is pray to God and be like, please let the pain go away.
Your life is never.
Don't worry, I left it on purpose. I left it on purpose.
You should need a ghost pepper.
I left it on purpose. We'll be fixing mass while I'm gone. Yes, bug spray poisoning. You joke, but literally my family looked at me and was like, bro, are you okay? You look like you're about to die and pass out now. Because that was, remember, that was also around the time we had the flea incident. So I was killing fleas, dealing with bugs, and I was basically having a mini manic episodes without realizing it while I was getting bitten by fleas on my feet, and I felt like I was going nuts. So I'm tired, I'm in pain, and I'm exhausted, and then there's also bug poisoning going through my system without me realizing it. So I'm just being attacked from all angles. And to top it all off, I didn't even shower at the time. So imagine feeling grimy and all that. Not even like, just because I was like so tired and exhausted at the time, I felt so grimy and felt so like, I hate my existence. It took all that and then finishing up bombing the house in Minecraft. It literally took all that. And then by the time I reached the bathtub, I was just kind of like, I feel so done. Next time, just mix peppermint extract in the water. Spiders hate that. Dang. I didn't even know that. And he's the only person I know of who has managed to get bug spray poisoning. To be fair, usually I leave the room so that the room can air out. But at that time, I was like, kind of like I didn't care and I wanted to draw. So I was like, I don't care. I'll just spray the inside of my room. I'll leave it open for like 10, 20 minutes, and then I'll go back in the room. The spray already went down. The smell's already gone. The spray didn't go down, and you could still smell it in the air. In Terraria. Terraria mentioned. The only way a bug gets out of my room is in pieces the moment they step inside their in humanity's territory. Hey, that's what my mom says too. But I just go with the classic rhyme. If it can fly, it can die. If it can fly, it can die. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have so much to plan. So, I'm not gonna say much of what's happening next year. So, no, we're gonna preface this by saying, no, 2.0 is not happening for a while. I still need to learn to rig, and I still need to finish the actual model. However, I do got some plans coming out Not in January, not in February, but this upcoming March, I have plans. You could say it's another upgrade of sorts. I know, we just had the upgrade happen this summer, but hear me out. I want to upgrade again. Because I wanted to do this for a while, but I didn't have the funds. Because by the time I would get the funds, by the time I even remembered everything, it was like, oh, I just bought a couple art books. Ah yes, Kendra's rigging in my drawing. That's totally happening. For me, it doesn't even need to be able to fly for real. To be fair, this is true. Hey, listen, if you're on the wall, that's also flying. You have to stick on there somehow. It's like, well, it crawled up. That's just what we call crawling with. That's what we call flying with style. Crawling on walls. Oh my god. I know in like 20 something minutes the food's gonna get done, so I'll probably step out, grab that, make everybody place, and then come back to stream. But man, this has been fun. This has been a very interesting year. Can I be real with you? I never thought this year would be this kind of crazy. Because I literally remember thinking in January, stuff's kind of boring. Now, by the end of the year, I'm like, this has actually been a really interesting, fun year. What is it? My New Year's resolution at the time was to make a whole bunch of friends. Because I wanted to make friends. Ironic, isn't it? That's ironic, ain't it? So what ended up, so for those that don't know, so basically privately to myself, actually we can actually go bullet point by bullet point in the year. So what happened was that at the top of the year, I had made a promise to myself. This year was too meh for me. Oh brother, we're gonna make it even better. We're gonna make 2026 your year. We're gonna make 2026 your year. I don't want to stay in my walls and bug remains. That's why you gotta wipe it down as soon as you kill it. Don't let it stick on there for more than when you killed the bug. That's how you get rid of the stains. Only difference between being on the floor and being on the wall is the amount of force I use to squish it. True. What is it? I still got that ant from like a while ago just still stuck on my wall. I thought I pulled it off a while ago. What is it? So what happened was that at the beginning of the year, I had made a promise to myself that I would make a lot of friends and that I would get a bunch of projects done. What is it? I'm just glad we got JoJo Part 7 in March. Listen, can I be real with you? I actually really want that steel ball guy, the guy who did the steel ball run fake opening. I want him to do it. I want him to do the steel ball run opening because it would be really, really cool. I know it has a very little chance of happening, but it would be really cool. It'd be really cool. I like seeing people's projects like come to fruition. You know what I mean? What is it? So what happened was that at the top of the year, I told myself I wanted to make a lot of friends, and so I was like, in order to make friends, I gotta meet people. But I don't go out much, so I'm gonna meet people the best way I know how. Online. I knew it. The movie is healthy. You done? Everybody, come on! I can't even continue the sentence. You guys keep going. I can't even continue talking. I can't even continue talking. you keep slamming me. What? Or is it care? Have you ever considered adding a cooldown to the throw redeem? You know what? We might as well. I'm pretty sure I actually did add a cooldown. But I think I need to add a longer cooldown. Oh, in all that time you slammed me, the food is ready. Goodbye, suckers. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back, back. I went and I ate, and then I left, and then I came back, and then I left again to get some water, and now I'm back. How are you feeling? Welcome back. Hello, everybody. So, what were we doing? Stuffed deer. This is true. I'm trying to do better with food. Into the new year. That's my goal this time. Because I said I would last year, but then I was like, nah, I'll be fine. I'll just do it naturally. She didn't do it naturally all year. Oh my gosh. So I've been trying to do better with that. What were we talking about? We were talking about how weirdly chaotic the year was. Wow. There were so many people being stupid this year, myself included. That's like the thing people don't get is that, listen, you can like make fun of yourself. And guess what? I made fun of myself and I cringe at what I say and I cringe at what I do. Heck, I was cringing so much yesterday. Hello, Biggie Berry. I saw your new header. I liked it. What is I was talking about the year. So basically at the top of the year, I literally made a declaration to myself that I'm gonna get out of my shell and I'm gonna make more friends. I want you to guess where the first place I thought was a good way. The first good Discord server. I want you to guess the Discord server I thought was a good way to make friends. Considering certain people are fans of other streamers that I've collabed with, you probably know who was the first people I was like, I'm gonna go to your server and make friends in. The Horse Clop server, of course. What you were gonna say? What you thought I was gonna say? UTT? No. That was only for the drama. Well, you succeeded in making friends. That is true. Yeah, no. Like the reason. Okay, so you guys are probably wondering. Some of you are here and know. Some of you don't know. What happened was that a while ago, we had a thing that happened in June. And what ended up happening was that also contributed to my June hiatus. Basically, it was a chaotic, fun year because it was pretty front-loaded with how it began. It was like, oh, great. So I just gotta suffer. I gotta suffer knowing good and well that I'm trying to make friends. And it wasn't like, what is it? I was trying to make friends with people that like, I noticed like certain signs from, where I was like, this reminds me of people that I used to know when I was like, not even in my teenage years, in my childhood years, like 10. But I like brushed it off because I'm like, you know what? I need to diversify my opinion. I need to diversify the people around me. Like, what is it? Because I remember this was before like me and Akko officially started talking. For those that don't know, that's Mama Akko. Mama Akko is, I'd say, a political YouTuber, but at the same time, he's just like, I hate you all. He's like, you all have derangement syndrome, but I also have derangement syndrome. Mama Akko is a good egg. I don't know if that's a double joke right there, but it is a funny one. Remember, they're a lost cause. Because Akko had contacted me like 2 years before, and I remember like where randomly him and Lumi, they like contacted me separately because I had like commentated on like drama. Now you guys know I'm not a drama tuber. I just make fun of drama, but like I try not to do the tier list like regularly because that gets boring after a while. I'm not, there are like way better people who like research and stuff like that. Plus my drama tier list, which really is the disaster tier list. I don't even know why I even mentally I try and call it the drama tier list, and it's literally just the disaster tier list because it's literally disaster after disaster. Part-time drama tuber. I just refer to a lot of people as good eggs, but yes, it does refer to a certain German user as well. Listen, we stay away from them. We stay away from them. We wonder why they keep picking back up into relevancy, and then we move back on. Like Bint. Like how Bint should really stop being paid attention to. They just have a derangement syndrome. Not just Kirsche derangement syndrome, not even Rev derangement syndrome. They just have syndrome. They just have derangement syndrome, period. But I remember they contacted me just out of the blue. And this was during the time where I was getting used to social media because, as you all know, I always say this all the time, from the time I was a child to up to 5 years ago, I never had a Twitter account. I never had a social media account, period. And I was just like, oh crap. I need to learn this stuff if I want to grow big, and I've learned so much about each platform. Some curse knowledge, some stupid knowledge, really a lot of brain damage, but I made it. And I remember they showed up in my DMs, and I was like, first off, couldn't you have at least said hi? Because I was super anal about being polite. I was super anal about being polite, because I was like, first off, mentally, I'm like, I don't want to correct them because I don't know them, but at the same time, I want to correct them because I'm like, the least you can do is say hi when you pop up in my DMs. Because at first, like when it came to like Twitter DMs, I used to anytime someone popped up in my DMs, I would even say passive aggressively, but like slight passive aggressively be like, hi. Also, hello, what do you want? Yes, you can come into my DMs. I know they totally didn't notice, but I was like, I look back and that was probably stupid. But I have to pay attention to my father. He still owes me child support. Father equals invented. He made the name Bigotberry, and the image I use is my PFP. To be fair, is it really not normal for a child to go search for his father? The milk carton was the first evidence. Now, a road trip beyond the ages. Okay. I just had to drink water there. What is it? And so, like, I remember, like, they were, like, one of the people, I can't even say I wanted to be, like, her friend, but, like, going forward with that, I remember just seeing them in my DMs and, like, them popping up every once in a while, and I was like, maybe I was a little harsh. Maybe I was a little harsh. And then their drama happened, I was like, maybe I wasn't harsh enough. And then eventually, I remember one of the first interactions we had. Because at the time, a couple years ago, I would go through like periods. So there were periods in the last couple of years where I would just randomly unfollow everyone or randomly refollow everyone. Because at the time I was kind of having moments where, let's just say, so I'll not go into absolute detail, I was kind of having manic panics. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, it's gonna be awkward refollowing these people again, but I'm gonna refollow them. Because I realized I shouldn't have my opinion be based on what people say unless it's actually a genuinely concerning thing. And I remember when I refollowed Akka was like, hey yo, I thought you hated us. And I was like, no. At the time I was just having a manic episode. And I needed to unfollow certain people so I could actually like properly think and then maybe refollow them again. Kendrillion, yes! I used to do that so frequently when I first started because I was like, oh my gosh. It's like cringe of the Kendrillion household. Yeah. Attention. like doing that, and it's like Akko's kind of just frequently like popped up here and there. I've been trying to go. Well, actually, no, I have been on their streams, like popping up here and there in like chats and stuff. So just because you don't collab with someone, just because you don't collab with someone doesn't mean you're not friends. They could just be hanging out in the chat. Walnut sapling still not developed. This is true. Yes. Didn't I tell you guys the walnut sapling, the sapling, okay, so this is the one thing the model artist forgot, for Chibi Ken. Every Kendra has a different, if you guys notice, anytime I like make a variation that like goes for like stream thumbnails or for like specific like gameplay we're doing. Kidnapper of Sanja Kendrillian. What ends up happening is I try and move the sapling, the like the leaf, the little leaf thing, I move it everywhere else on the body. And the modeler forgot to put it as an arm bandana. They forgot to put it as an arm bandana. I think I'm pretty sure I gave them the right character sheet. But basically, whenever, it's like, what is it? The Hollow Knight one? The leaf is there, but it's as like a weapon. And for Chibi Ken, which is basically based on the Sonic Ken, it would be a bandana on my arm. So the green just moves wherever I feel like it. So if I want it to be a metal, it'll be a metal. A green metal. But what is it? I remember. I was talking about Friends, the first get bad of the world. What? What the heck does get bad mean? Get good, get bad. And I did all that to say, I have a question. What? Bandana, watch out. Twitter might call you a nootsy for that. Let him indeed. What if I am a newtsy? What if I'm cutesy? Obviously, this is a joke. But basically, I said all that to say, like, I wanted to make friends this year because I was like, you know what? After doing that last time, I want to not, like, be so, like, closed off. That's one of the reasons why I said thank you to Lummer earlier, because Lummer was actually one of the reasons why I was like, I wanted to let my guard down more. And I was like, you know what? Maybe friendships ain't all that bad. I mean, I've had terrible experiences before, but Lummer's done me no wrong, and I shouldn't assume the worst in people either. Some of you are still staying blocked though, because if you say I don't support death threats and harassment, but that but's pretty much just the caveat on top. Don't make any questions. Doesn't yet. That yet came sooner than I thought, because when I made that, I was like, the first place I'm gonna try and learn to make friends was the clock chord. And so I spent literally January and February talking in the server, mostly the drama server because that was the most active, because I also wanted to talk with people about stuff that are happening as of late. But I was like, you know what, this is actually a chill place, and the person I'm talking to talks back with me. I love it. It's cool because I'm not someone who like argues. I like to actually like talk about things, you know what I mean? Like talk about like the events and like what they mean and blah 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 blah. Yeah, fast forward to June, that was a freaking mistake. Remember guys, if you have a life outside of other people and you and it's coincidentally during the time someone else is having drama, you're gonna get lumped in. Did you say pocket tube? What? What is pocket tube? Let me Google that. Hey yo! YouTube channel for the Uma Musa man. Oh! I didn't know that. She doesn't know. I never got into Uma! Uma. Can I be real with you? I never got into Uma. Well, everybody else was getting into Uma. I was just kind of... I think at the time I was also doing like heavy research into Dayako Girl. This ship is not golden. I'm sorry I never got into Uma. I was too busy searching and doing research, going through Wayback Machines for like Dayako Girl when Uma Musume was coming out. Which, by the way, I need to repost that link of Dayako Girl concept art I found, because when I cleared my Twitter, I ended up clearing all of that with it, and so now I gotta repost certain things so that it can like, so that we actually have archive, like the archive of that. Oh my gosh. This is not amazing. I'm sorry. I still have Reverse 1999, which at that point I just need to go and play more of the game so that I can actually catch up with the story. I have not touched it since the last time I played it, even though I really like it. Not amazing indeed. Oh. What is it? 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 And so I decided to make friends. And then June happened. If you know what happened in June, June was a mess. On top of the bug spray stuff that I was going through, the day after when everything was finally starting to settle, y'all know the rest of the story. People decided to throw me and a couple other people under the bus. And then I got upset because that was not the first time I dealt with something like that. And it actually resurfaced like a lot of issues I had that I thought were resolved. But you know, life has a way of doing that. Life has a way of being like, hey, you remember that one traumatic thing that you went through a while ago? Let's just bring it back. Let's just bring it back so you can confront it for real. Oh my gosh. Well, that all to say, dang. Ironically enough, they like threw me under the bus because they thought I was friends with somebody. And ironically enough, after that, I wasn't friends with them. And then I actually became friends with them. And they're actually chill people. Yes, they're just another sect of drama tubers, I know. But, hear me out on this. Amazing. They're actually pretty chill. They ain't perfect. There's a lot of things I could say about them. And by say about them, I actually don't mean anything like super terrible. But at the same time, I'm just grateful that I actually, like, I got basically people who I thought were my friends. And then I got actual friends who not only are like genuinely like a diverse amount of people who like I could actually like talk to, even though I feel nervous around them like 24/7. I feel nervous. So what is it? The funny thing is like I'll end up like going to somebody who I think is my friend, and then I'm like super nervous, and then the people I'm not sure if who I actually really want to be I want to be friends, or I want to be close to somebody. And I'll like have no blaring red flags at all until like some time before something big is about to happen between me and them. And then when I actually try and make friends, or I want to make friends with other people, it'll be like, what if this? What if that? What if you go to this person and so and such and such? Maybe you shouldn't be friends with them, even though they have not done anything to you. And they have done quite literally everything in their power to show you that they're actually really cool people. Basically, what happened was my friends became my enemies, and my enemies my supposed, because that's the thing that's the thing that's got to be put up front. My supposed enemies, the people that people were saying are the crazy people, were my actual friends the entire time. It was crazy though, because I had to balance so much, because I was like, how do I balance friends? I've never had friends before, at least permanent ones. How do I balance friendships? Hi. Hello, Jasvier Kaur, Y3B7Z. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see, because I know probably your name is actually something else. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay, no. Okay, hold up. Wait. Alright. Okay, you were here yesterday. I was like, I know, I recognized you. And I was like, and then I saw a certain post, and I was like, oh no, please don't tell me. You ever just choke on your own phlegm? I was like, please don't tell me the Christmas post went out early by accident. It's 5D and my YouTube channel name. Okay. It's not showing it. Ever since YouTube put out that new at thing where you can only read people's ats and not their usernames, it's been super freaking annoying because I want to actually see your name. Also, hello, Don Hato. I'm pretty sure I said hi to you earlier, but I know good and well I got too excited and missed it. But I was so happy, and I remember being so heartbroken because I was like, I didn't even want to be your friend. I just want to like really support you. I want to like mega support you. And then in a couple of months, I got a little loopy. I got a little loopy and revenge focused. Because I didn't realize it at the time. But I kind of went loopy and got revenge focused and wanted to basically end some careers without even realizing it. Oh, yes. Okay, it's time for me to go. My bed is looking at my face and trying to riz it, and it's working. I won't say their name. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Or I might just say it right now. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. I thought you were just gonna keep saying jingle bells forever. Oh, I have 0.5 view and 1 sub. Noise. It's like, I don't know. It's like the year's so weird because it's like things couldn't have happened, or at least things felt like it shouldn't have worked out, and yet it did work out. And then I realized, screw revenge. It took a long time for that. It took me a long time to get to that point because I was like, nope, I'm going through revenge. I'm going into the revenge. Enjoy the rest of your December. Thank you, Baton. Thank you, Baton. Man. This just to show you that sometimes revenge is not the right answer. Especially when it involves you 2 people. Let them fall on their own face. It's funnier that way. And I'm happy because it's like I said, it worked out because I went from someone who wasn't even sure if she was making proper friends, who I thought were friends, not the main streamer in question. But I went, and then I ended up finding out not only a bunch of other streamers. Well, hi, Ken, coming here after Magma stream. Oh? Am I getting raided? Hello, Liberty at Risk. Hello! Because like, if you guys notice, we like skyrocketed into collabs immediately. I say skyrocketed into collabs. Magma's been forcing me to stream! Can you guys believe this? Magma's been forcing me to stream so many times a day. He's the reason why I had so many hiatus. I'm just kidding. Before I leave, I wanted to mention that while my class schedule and homework were clashing with your stream times, I found another VTuber, actually a mouse VTuber. She made my PFP, so now I'm a half quabbit, half round mouse. Oh! I actually did notice your new icon. That's so cute! I love it! Let me see. Let me get a closer look. Oh, that's so And listen, I'm not the type of person to get jealous of other streamers. But advertising in my chat is strictly forbidden. Give me the mouse girl's tail. I'm kidding. I'm glad. Listen, I don't expect you to show up to all my streams, and I don't expect you to expect me to come every single time, but I want to do my best anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, there is that Kendra Kerdodge the collab. I never said no name, so no ad. Even vaguely, I was able to read your mind. I know who you're talking about. I'm following the rules. No, that's the funny thing. So you cannot punish me. To be fair, I actually don't have a rule in my chat that says don't self-promote. It's how you self-promote. That I got that'll make me like side eye you, and it's like a case by case basis. Like, we'll see. Big Mac, Philbo Mac C. This is true. Leaves an evil genius. This was a year. It was a year where I wasn't sure where it was gonna go, but I actually really liked. And thanks, like really a lot, for this year and showing me someone else. I know it sounds cringe, but like thank you. Listen. I'm happy with how everybody is like just happy. You know what I mean? Because like I said, it didn't have to work out. And yet it did anyway. Because can I be real with you? I was so mad during that incident. I was gonna make an hour-long video, like editing all the things and everything together about why I was like so mad at her. And then I was like, how do I go about this video? And one of the things I came up with was like face revealing. Not doing like the YouTuber face reveal. It literally would have been like a green screen of like, hi everybody. Yeah, it's me, your lovely neighborhood reindeer Kendra Kendrillion. I'm also mad at this one girl. Let me show you all the evidence of why I'm mad at this girl. What is it? Emperor's gone is infinite sided and gone where in infinity? What? Let me see. Is infinite sided and okay, you're talking about shape. I was like, wait, what? Why do a face reveal? You never forced to do so if you're not comfortable with it. Well, at the time I was like wondering how to do the video. And then I realized eventually, I'm like, you know what? Screw that. I'm not doing a video. I'm not exposing myself and then gonna graduate because you suck as a person and I wanna like tell people about it. But I was like, you know what? You're right. I don't want a face reveal. In fact, I don't even want to do the video anymore. I'm just gonna like warn people about you and then move on with my life. That would have been a bad idea. Pretty much, because it's like what is it? Because there's a reason why I like said what I said during one of the tier list streams, which if you guys have noticed, I have technically put them in memberships now. So what's gonna end up happening is usually, I want to say a week to a month after a tier list stream is done, because a lot of it is just kind of like old drama and stuff like that. I'm gonna put it in membership. I'm gonna make them like memberships because technically we've been lacking in membership content, but also, yeah. Now that was a wise idea indeed. Yeah, say Emperor God. I have no idea. To be honest, that would be a bad idea. You just sound ridiculous, lol. Regardless if you were right or not. Pretty much. That's what I realized. That's one of the reasons why I said, like, during that one of the tier list streams when we like talked about it, I said, you know what, guys, The only reason why people would even care about what I have to say is if I was at least the size of her or bigger. And I'm neither of those things. And I really wouldn't want to waste my time with you in the first place because you're a jerk and I'm still mad and I'm going to tell people about you. But I need to use wisdom in this and I need to just kind of move on. I still have all the evidence though. I ain't getting rid of that. If you try and pull something, I'm going to share it. I still remember the fact that you promised a wallpaper and have yet to deliver. I said it'll happen. The funny thing is I actually tried drawing more, what is it? Technically we do have like a wallpaper thing, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of basic. I would have to like updo it a lot because it was a wallpaper I made. It was like a custom wallpaper I made when I first started like using Clip Studio Paint. And so now that I have more experience, I think I might make more. I think I might actually do something with the design, or I might make an illustration. It like depends. It like depends. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And also because I will have to say this, because no ordering the streamer around 5D. Calm down. It's not that serious. Also, I have no idea how to say Apirogon. Play game is boring. Ah, that's just how it be. It's just how it be. But yeah. Hold up. Ah, I see. There you go. There you go. Alright. So, what did I tell you in the rules? The rule is not to order the streamer around. I shall do what I want, and it literally says in the stream that this is a just chatting stream. We're not ordering the streamer around. Be polite or be gone. But getting back on topic, I think it's really fun, just like, I don't know, just I guess reminiscing about everything where it could have been bad, but it didn't go bad. And I was like, I want to do the face reveal. At least one of the ideas was a face reveal. The other one was just like a hand thing where I would have drawn like figures and everything. But I'm like, I'm putting in all this effort when I could be putting it into streaming. And so I did. Lol, you made no such promise to give us a wallpaper. It was a lie the whole time. To be fair, I have like a checklist full of like items I want to do in the future for like everybody. And one of the ideas I think was a wallpaper, or I could be thinking of the mouse pad, because I do have an idea for a mouse pad. I gotta make the idea first. The Kendra of the Drillion, how are you doing, my fellow KK Kendra? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Your girl is doing good. That joke is never gonna die, by the way. I already knew. I was like, I think I might get a little bit of pushback because my name can signify those types of jokes. But then I realized the joke is funny, so I'm keeping it that way. But yeah. I've been also busy these past couple of days. I've been making more stuff for March. You guys are gonna see the fruits of my labor. I've improved so much with my art. I don't have other things that I want set up, but I'm so I'm so happy how it's turning out. It's like I'm learning new like art techniques. It's a cool chick. I enjoy her art streams. You're welcome to the cookout anytime, Darky. To be fair, I was the one who made the cookout list in the first place. You're the one who's invited. Lemony roast, bang. Like I said, this was gonna be one of those places. Listen. I don't even know. Hello, Wolfsbane. Hey. If I could, am I still banned? Banned? No, that was an accident last time. You were only like banned for like a second, like 30 seconds by accident. Also, hi, Wolfsbane. Hello, Gabby. Hello, Gabby. How you doing? How's your December going so far? How's your year going so far? I have to go for now. Enjoy, Kendra. Enjoy Liberty and have a Merry Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas. Oh, but yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna do. What is it? To like also loop back around. Basically, I would have done the face reveal thing and I would have like done a big old expose being like putting all this like detail into like the video being like, this is what she did and this is more stuff I found, and then it would and then I would have just looked crazy because I'm doing an hour-long video on someone I don't like anymore. And it's like, if I do this hour-long video on someone I no longer like, then people are going to know me as the girl who did a video on someone she doesn't like. And I don't want that. That's so cringe. If you're gonna do that, at least have a good reason. Like the Bishoujo girls and the ex-Bishoujo girls who are milking the Bishoujo situation. Which, honestly, good on them. I saw that stream with Phoebe. She's my Oshi. She was my second Oshi. So my Oshis go Lulu. Which, by the way, Lulu is back, baby! Lulu is back! I was so happy. My wife, listen, Lulu is my favorite. Lulu was my favorite, bros. What's up, Kendra? Hello, Penstar. A lot of people coming in. Did I get raided in some way? Too much stuff to do, not enough time or hands. Listen, bro, that was literally me a couple months ago. And then I had to realize, slow down. You got 12 hours in a day and you can only use so much of them. You know what I mean? And if I could make 30 arts a day, but that isn't enough time. Nah, to be honest, you actually can. You can, but you would have to basically practice the fundamentals so well that you get faster and faster every day. But that does take time, and you basically have to be okay with the fact that it's gonna take time. The returning Niji Sanji talent? Yes! Bro, she was like my absolute waifu anime Oshi when she first like showed up. And then when I saw her again, she was freaking graduating because she got harassed. That was like right before Niji Sanji blew up with Luxium and stuff. She was popular, bro. She was popular. And then she graduated because someone was harassing her. So you'd become a lolcow if you did that. Yeah, no, and that's the thing. I didn't want to do the face reveal stream because it'd make me look like a lolcow. Because that's like the one thing I always kept telling myself. It's like, listen, I want to do great things and I want to do like really cool projects in the future, but I don't want to be known as the girl who did great things in the future and then in one sector became like a lolcow. I'll say I did have a lolcow moment on Akko's stream when we did the Cinder reading, and I literally said, I'm praying for your downfall because I was still that pissed. I cringed about it all week. I literally was like, why did I say that? Oh my gosh. Some of you didn't see that because I didn't put it in like, because I wasn't used to tagging other people's streams in, my Discord until recently. But yeah, no, like during the Cinder reading, I got so mad because I was like, first off, I got evidence on some of you who were so quick to jump on Cinder and stuff, and two, I know some of this stuff would actually like damage your career, and I am praying for your downfall. I get so embarrassed by that because I'm like, I want to go tell Akko to cut it out. I want them to like go cut that specific moment out. But listen, I gotta take the L on that one. I gotta take the L on that one. I have to. Harassment seems to be quite rampant in Niji. This was like during the early days when both Hololive and Niji Sanji were like having an equal level of like people harassing them. It like back then. So for those that know the Yozora Mel situation, so Yozora Mel was now a former Hololive talent who someone was sending her like harassment and emails and like harassing her IRL and stuff. And then Hololive stepped in, did a police investigation, found out that it was one of their talents, not the talent, but it was one of the workers in the agency. And then they kicked them out. They kicked them out, and then they made Mel go on hiatus because she needed it, and then she came back better than ever until she graduated sometime earlier this year or last year. The thing was, though, is Niji Sanji had a similar incident with Lulu, which is the returning Niji Sanji talent. And then what ended up happening was, unlike Hololive, who did a police investigation, Niji Sanji tried doing an investigation, and they were like, we can't do anything. And that's what caused Lulu to graduate, because she was like, you can't do anything, and you can't protect my safety. I guess I have to graduate. But I'm guessing she's realizing now that the person is gone, or maybe she did her own private investigation to get them, like, got. And now she's, like, back now. And I'm like, oh, cool! Mel was terminated, though. Mel was not necessarily terminated. She was terminated, but not by everybody's, like, choice. I would say her termination is worse because everyone literally was like, we will bend the rules for you. She effectively quit. It was more of her quitting than being terminated. Because literally, even Yaga was like, listen, I will bend the rules to my company because technically, yes, you leaked private information, but that person snitched on you. And you could have been clearly it wasn't bad enough for you to like, for us to be like, no, you automatically have to leave. You just have to leave, bro. You don't have to leave. Please stay. And she's like, no. As much as I know you want to do that, I have to set a precedent. I don't want favoritism. I have to do it now or else I'm gonna end up, it's gonna be like a thing in the long run. And she left of her own accord. And that's the sad thing. But you gotta respect it, bro. You gotta respect it. At least she's still doing, yeah. Hollow did not want the Terminator. They had to, exactly. Mary Chrysler, famous Twitter oomph. Hello, Max. Hi. Yeah, no, for some reason my tweets pop off every once in a while, and it's literally just stating the obvious. I don't know what I do to like attract people, and by just stating the obvious, but I state the obvious. I stated the obvious thing with Mouse. I stated the obvious thing with Rent a Girlfriend, who got terminated. Oh, we're talking about Yozora Mel, because Lulu finally came back to streaming, and she basically had the Yozora Mel treatment, but unlike Yozora Mel, Niji Sanji pretty much gave up on her until recently, and because they realized, crap, we need our most popular talent back. Lulu was my favorite Niji Sanji talent. If she ever has a dedicated art book of her, I will buy it. That is how much I love Lulu. Oh, a worker caused all this in Hololive? Yeah, no, this was technically early Hololive. So by the time Niji Sanji was popping off, the Lulu incidents was happening. By the time Niji EN started popping off and Hololive as a whole started popping off, it was right at the end of the Yozora Mel stuff. And that's how I found out about it, because this was before we had all like the drama tubers and the news tubers in the space, so you had to go out of your way to find information. I only found out about the Yozora Mel stuff because of like Reddit. And I was like, dang, she actually seems like a nice person. What do you mean that she's getting harassed by like some weirdo in the company? No, my message. What? I like with the energy. To be fair. It's okay. It's okay. You could be like like me and just have half my Twitter content leave for Blue Sky and then get 0 tweet traction. To be fair. Like, here's my thing. It's like everybody moved to Blue Sky, but the problem is nobody's moving to Blue Sky. Here's the thing. If you're gonna move to Blue Sky, you have to know when people are like moving. Cause like, what is it? People only go to where the people are. The people are not at Blue Sky. It's not that Blue Sky's bad. Except for that one time a bunch of pedophiles tried gathering on that site, but we don't talk about that. Actually, we do talk about that. Nuke that site. Nuke it. Oh yes. Oh yeah, that's right. We'll get back to the part where I said I would pray for your downfall. But basically, you gotta go to where the people are. Currently, the people are on Twitter. Previously, the people were on Tumblr and Facebook. But all the young people are now on Twitter because Facebook's now full of old people and Tumblr banned porn. And, you know, the two things people need in this day and age, porn and young people. One day it's gonna happen for Twitter when they do something so... Actually, yeah, no, that's just basically it. The moment Twitter bans porn, that's gonna be the end of Twitter. That's literally just it. When you really think about it, that's literally gonna be the death of Twitter. Ban porn. Dude, this one friend group is constantly on there and they're like, it's so much better. All I get is politics, furry art, and LGBT content, and I'm not interested in following anybody who does any of that. Listen. It happens. Like, it's one thing. Like, what is it? It's one thing to, like, follow people and they just so happen to be gay. But if all you're posting about is oppression, like, I'm black. I know about the black community and oppression. I'm not gonna follow a bunch of black content creators because if I want to hear about oppression all the time, I'd be oppressed over my meals. I'd be oppressed that I don't have enough money in life. Which basically means I want more money. Give me money. And I get it, girl. I get it. Like, what is it? Like, I follow Akko. I have to stop following Kirsche. Not even because she's a political person. It's she tweets too much of it. Like, I don't even care if you're really political. But if you tweet it all the time, I'm gonna move on. That's why I follow Akko. Because Akko has a good balance on, yes, I talk about politics. Yes, I also talk about other things. Because I like other things. And obviously, y'all know my opinion on furry art. Furry art is very selective for me. Basically, what is it? Like lolly stuff, like lolicon stuff is basically, like, I don't care, I'm gonna ignore it. But I actually look at furry stuff the same way furries look at lolicon stuff. I'm like, I'm not saying that I hate it, but I would rather not see a correctly anatomically sized penis of a dog. It's all I'm saying. It's all I'm saying. At least the lolly is human is all I'm saying. But that's just me. That's just me. You do you. If you like that type of stuff, I can't stop you. Zarkov followed me and then made that mouse tweet, and it was like seeing a nuke go off outside my house in the comments. Lol. It happens. No. Us berries face the most oppression, just like gamers. Just like gamers. No, not the knot. Yeah, that's the funny thing. Okay, can I tell you the story of how I found out about the term knotting? So I was reading. So basically, a while ago, I got curious about like not safe for work like one shots, right? From like manhwa and manga a while back, because I've talked about this. I'm an adult. I know what I'm mature enough to where I can handle this type of stuff. And some of it was really good, and some of it was, oh, that's weird. The heck is knotting? I'm getting to that. So knotting is basically what dogs do when they get stuck when they do doggy style on the female dog. And in the furry community, and the thing is, how should I put this? So basically, you know that pink thing that comes out of dogs? Oh geez, yeah, you know that pink thing that comes out of dogs? Yeah, that. And I went and I saw a not safe for work comic, and I remember seeing that for the first time, and then going to the comment section, and someone was like, "Oh, he's nodding," and I'm like, "What the heck is nodding?" And because I have dogs, and obviously we've had puppies, I made the connection. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that had a name." Why are you telling me this? Somebody asked. Basically, it's 100% pregnancy till it's done. Yeah! Quabbit raid, oh geez. It's basically the werewolf version of a plug. Yeah! You do not want to know. Good for those people who like that stuff. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of like, I mean, you do you, bro. I'm gonna side-eye you, but I can't stop you. It can still be a miss. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like the little red ex-wolf stuff I hear. To be fair, people have always made that comparison with Little Red Riding Hood. It makes sense. It's weird, but it makes sense in a way. You just gotta do it right. You gotta do that type of story really good. Kendra heard about nodding and said, based? Actually, no. I was extremely horrified because I'm like, what the heck is nodding? And I'm like, oh, I didn't need to know about that. Unfortunately, my mind is like a sponge, and I always think about that comment at least once a month. You do you. I assume you will be taking January off, like you said you should have last year. Now that's the thing. I realized that I was not going to take January off this year again because I realized doing month hiatuses, yeah, it kills it in the algorithm, but I also tend to do this thing where I end up forgetting how to set things up. And there's also a couple things coming out in January. I want to be more consistent with streaming while also still taking care of my own self as well. So what I put in the post for tomorrow, because it's going to come out, not tomorrow, but it's going to come out on the 21st, I'm going to be sporadic streaming. So, because I got invited with Miko to watch that one Vocaloid movie that's coming out soon, and I want to really, and I actually, when I think about it, I need to talk to Miko more. She's gonna watch a Vocaloid movie for her birthday because it got announced, and I really, really, really love the designs and stuff. I really want to get it, or just sporadic stuff. So it's gonna be mostly gonna be collabs. It's mostly gonna be collabs. Like I'm gonna do the stuff with I'm gonna do the weekly, the bi-weekly streams with Royan. And if Magma invites me to a collab, I might. And if anybody else invites me to a collab, I might. And then the Miko stream with the Vocaloid movie. Miko is a good egg. I'm in her server finally. Which reminds me, I need to join her server too. Granted, I don't really talk a lot. At least you're not the type into horse meat. No, I'm sorry. I think you're weird if you touch a horse. I don't get specifically horses. I looked at I remember I've had neighbors, like 2 different sets of neighbors throughout my life that have owned horses. And I'm just like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, if you unfortunately get mounted by a horse, I'm sorry, bro. But to actively, like, go to a store and buy the horse dildo, I'm gonna look weird. I'm gonna look sideways. I'm gonna look sideways. Like, physically, I will genuinely tilt my head. Be like, what? Like maybe week hiatuses. So not really week hiatuses. It's more like probably 3, maybe 5 streams in the month compared to the usual 3 streams a week. You know what I mean? Horses are cool. By the way, I have a farm. Nice! The Wi-Fi good out there? I don't know why. I always think about that. It's like, is the Wi-Fi always good out in the farm fields? You gotta get a custom one for that. Girl, I wonder where you shop. Walmart? No. Definitely not. Nope. Ken, do you know about the Boeing engineer thing? Who hasn't heard about Boeing, bro? The first thing I heard about Boeing is the fact that their plane fell apart. No. The first time I ever heard about Boeing was when they assassinated that one guy. It falls a raindrop. Dang, the rain, basically, if the rain takes you out, sayonara to my internet. Sorry, Gabby. Them's the breaks. Them's the rules. Or just rank stuff. Don't you normally forget to set things up even when you don't take breaks? Well, the thing is it's really bad when I take breaks because I'm focused on like other things IRL. So what ends up happening is I end up taking those things a priority, and then I forget all my streamer stuff, where I'm like, wait a minute, what am I supposed to have open for stream again? Whoa, stop talking if you don't want Boeing to go after you too. I don't fear Boeing. You see this? You see that? If you spam it, I'm playing ads again. I'm gonna play ads again. Oh, I remember the story about the Boeing dude. Yeah, no, he was a health nut that got poisoned. You should. Boeing is like, listen, we will spend trillions of dollars on an assassination, but we will not spend trillions of dollars to fix that plane. Well, I remember seeing that one Boeing video where an air conditioner literally came out of the ceiling and like bopped a flight attendant in the face. Somehow that plane still landed safely. It's like, how did you do that? How do you even do that? Reload the cannons, Twitch chat. If you do it, I will, and thank you for the hydrate. I will play ads. I'm on the East Coast. They have to fly a plane here without it falling out of the sky. That's it. 40 billion to Boeing for a bailout. Again. Listen, you can do the throw redeem. You can do the throw redeem. I'ma fix it. Hopefully. I'ma fix it. Hopefully. Do it. I got ad block. Boeing is West Coast base. This is true. Gosh. Oh, it's fine. Also, if you guys have noticed, I am not starting a new channel, but I'm thinking certain clips are going to be made members only first, and then every once in a while I will make them like public, if that makes any sense. I know I've been contacted by some people who want to clip stuff more of the channel, and I'm so happy about that. It makes me so happy. But I also still want to like keep clips kind of flowing, because what I want to do now is I want to do more covers, because it took way too long to put out that Living Millennium cover. It took way too long to put out that cover, but I want to make more covers. And and the thing is though, I mean, in order to make covers, I kind of gotta not release as many clips as I want to anymore, which sucks, but it has to be done. Ken, you have to speak louder when plummeting it gets harder to hear you. Okay, we're gonna have to turn down the pummeling effect. Let's see. Where is... Here we go. It's because that thing is so loud. I thought I never even had it that high. What? Yay! There you go. There you go. Hold up. The people are moving. And because you keep spamming it. Ads. I'm back. I got food. More food, even. Why are all the ads I get from the government? They recognize your talents, music boy. They want you. What movies do you watch during the holidays, Kendra? You know the classic. You know the classic. A modern day masterpiece that everyone's seen before. I want you to guess, which ad block do you use? You fool, Kendra. I'm watching from YouTube, not Twitch! Why? You know, Life brings you lemons. Life brings you lemons. Life brings you lemons. And I would say they make lemonade, but they don't. We invented lemons. Are you happy? Have fun with it and use it wisely. I'm gonna torture you all because I can insert as many ads as I want. They can't stop me. Just back-to-back ads. Just back-to-back ads. Haha, you fool. I have 16 alternative accounts. Sorry. I have 700 alternative accounts. Somewhere out here, someone's gonna be like, why are there so many insert ads at this specific spot? Listen, I'm just eating my teriyaki chicken with rice. Is all I'm saying. Is all I'm saying. Something 7-second song. 7-second song. Man, does anybody even remember that? I feel like I'm like one of like 5 people that remember 7-second song on Cartoon Network. Granted, I was one of the few people who also like seeing real, but so that's not saying much for my cartoon quality. Ironically enough, my favorite cartoons were Flapjack and Chowder. What can I say? They're good series. She says to herself as she eats. 2 peak cartoons. I always liked Flapjack and Chowder. I don't even know why. Granted, I think it was just because they were just super weirdly, like, if you know Flapjack and like Chowder, they're like the opposite ends of like what a cartoon should be. And it makes no sense why. It's like, one is literally grimdark, but not actually grimdark. I don't even know. What would you even call something like Flapjack? Because, like, you could just call Chowder, like, you know, like a standard cartoon that embraces being cartoony. Would you even call something like Flapjack? I guess alternative? Dark comedy versus comedy, dark undertones. Yeah, dark comedy, yeah. Yeah? Transformed into a quabbit. What? Thank you for turning into a quabbit. Sane Swagcog? I think that's your name will like show up in a second. Does technically Chowder have dark undertones? I would say Flapjack pretty much just embodies dark humor and dark undertones, period. Mostly just because it's Chowder, not Chowder, it's because it's Flapjack. I just remember looking up like a play. I remember looking up, because I remember Flapjack was my favorite cartoon as a kid, and I remember just looking up a compilation video of just like Flapjack moments, and I'm like, I don't remember any of this happening, and I watched this as a kid. Like, what is it? Like, what is it? The one mermaid, it was like, and all your dreams will come true. Even the scary ones? Yes. I like this Pokemon Coliseum playthrough, and now I don't want to give him the view. Bro, I liked his, so this is basically series. That's why I stopped supporting him. Because listen, he's been like this for a long time. Like 2018 long time. If you know the vote video, you know. There's a moment in Flapjack where the joke is a dude destroyed his limbs and became a nugget to get only one piece of candy. I still remember the episode where that one lady was eaten by Bubby. Bubby was always, unironically, like my favorite character. She was so cute. She was so cute. You know what I mean? Also, Dreambird, hello, I'm so sorry. There's also the lady made of candy. Oh yeah, Candy Wife. I love Candy Wife. Candy Wife was always so weird because at the time I couldn't explain how the style shifts were. And like, I was so impressed back then, and I'm really impressed now with just the way Candy Wife looks. Just the 3D shots, and just everything around her is just so like, why did they do it? And yet, I love it so much. Sanic Swaghog, thank you for the follow and becoming aquatic. The dark comedy of Flapjack puts Rick and Morty to run. To be fair. That's like the thing that I like about cartoons when they do like dark humor and stuff. You can only get away with so much in the censors. You know what I mean? And that's the fun with like having limitations, because everybody's always like, oh, I don't like censorship. Now, I'm not pro censorship. I think if you want to express something in a certain way, do that. But I do like certain level of censorship because it makes the people in charge have to be like, okay, what can we do to get around this? How do we show as little gore as possible while still implying the same amount of basic like eccentricities? And Flapjack is just the embodiment of getting away with so much without just showing just someone bleeding. Hoi, hello Magma, hello! Oh. No curse or swears, only dark comedy. And here's the thing, my thing with like swearing in like cartoons, I've said this so many times. If you look at Iron Man 2001 or 2000, I think it was 2001, compare something like Iron Man and compare it to Endgame, bro. The swear placement in Iron Man was so freaking mature. It actually sounded like normal dialogue. Normal freaking dialogue. I don't swear, but it sounded like normal dialogue that, yeah, a billionaire would say something stupid like that. Yeah, a billionaire would literally get his assistant and bang him like that night. And then you look at Endgame, and there's literally a segment where Ant-Man is talking about how they can't, how time travel works. And literally, like, Hulk is helping him. And literally there's a gigantically long pause because Ant-Man goes, so what you're saying is all this is BS? I mean, obviously he says the actual words. It's like a long, uncomfortable pause as if a movie theater's supposed to be laughing. I bet you none of the movie theater was laughing because they didn't even understand what Hulk was saying in any way. It was so uncomfortable, and the cut from that scene was also just jarringly uncomfortable too. It's so freaking bad. It's so freaking bad compared to like what they had before. Now was it worth it for the build-up? Yeah. It also just shows like how movies are changed from like over 20 years. It's like really cool. But at the same time, sometimes it's just cringe, bro. I'm rewatching the Harry Potter movies and noticed that after the first two, when they aren't in class, they don't have like having the kids being in uniform. That's odd that they did that. I think it's something about realism or whatever, but note to self, I hate realism. I hate people's excuse of being realism. They're like, I want to do realism because kids wouldn't be in their uniforms 24/7. You don't know that? I remember coming back from my school one time and still being in my uniform. I stayed in my uniform literally all day until bedtime because guess what? I didn't feel like taking it off that day. I got snug in my uniform. That's like the thing. They always want to do realism this, realism that. But the issue is the fact that they only apply it to things like that, like, they apply it to like the dumbest things. It's like, a kid, like, what is it? Like a good example, like using superheroes. A superhero wouldn't wear spandex. And it's like, okay, I don't care. I want to see the dude in spandex. We cheer for Spider-Man because the movie's funny. So what? The spandex didn't make his train scene any less cool, is all I'm saying. You thing. Yeah. I was like, what is it? And there was like also, what is it? I've also been like getting clips from Billy and Mandy. I'm forgot how out of pocket that show was. I didn't even remember how out of pocket it was, because I got banned from watching it as a kid. I used to like watch all the specials and everything regarding Billy and Mandy, and my mom caught wind of it once, and was like, turn it off. Fantasy needs to be fantastic to be fun, but something, it's not realistic. And it's like, okay, mister, you don't read fantasy. If I wanted something fantastic, it's like the people that made, okay, can I be real with you? So Pointless Hub, for those that don't know, so there's a guy named Pointless Hub. He basically did that video that went viral a while ago about The Boys. That TV series The Boys, you know, superhero fatigue and all that type of stuff and commercialism and stuff. And he did a video on Dragon Ball Evolution after the wave of videos of that already hate Dragon Ball Evolution. I liked his video because number one, it's never not funny to hate on Dragon Ball Evolution. And number two, man, is it fun to just watch new people get into Dragon Ball. Can I be real with you? I love people that get into Dragon Ball. It's so fun. It's so much fun, like, watching people get into Dragon Ball and just, it's so cool, you know what I mean? It's like getting into your fandom and then like learning all the basic stuff that you didn't know about or you know about already. Like, he said his first experience with Dragon Ball was freaking Battle of Gods, which technically, to be fair, was made for old fans and new fans, but mostly old fans. And man, can you believe that Battle of Gods came out over 10 years ago? I remember back then, because I'm Christian and I was a Christian child at the time, I was like, I don't think I want to say Battle of Gods because there's only one God. I'm better with it now because I'm older and I understand better, but I remember being so cringe like that as a kid, and I would only call it Battle of Z because it didn't have Battle of Gods in it. What is it? You should definitely watch the Billy and Mandy Christmas special. Here's the thing. Back then, I actually used to watch all of Billy and Mandy. I watched every season, every episode, everything. Because I was born in the time where they were doing reruns of that stuff. So I was already watching Billy and Mandy, and I saw all the specials and stuff. It's just that my mom caught wind of one episode, which ironically enough, didn't even have Grimm in it. It didn't even have like the characters going to the underworld or anything. It was literally just that one episode of Billy's dad explaining how his son was a genius and Billy farting in it like in a straight line. What was my mom thinking in her head when she was like, because she was like braiding my sister's hair at the time too. She wasn't even really looking at the TV, but I know she probably like caught wind of some of it, and it's like, I wonder what she thought when she saw that. Maybe I'd probably ban my child from watching that too. Granted, seeing some of the clips of Billy and Mandy now after all these years, yeah, I probably would have banned my child from watching that too. 1990s comic books, everything needs to be dark, realistic, and edgy. Okay, that has nothing to do with Superman. That's my thing. You gotta like balance it, because like people want to be dark, edgy, and gritty, and there's like, oh well, there's no hope in this world, and it's like that's not how realism works. That's not how realism works. You can't be grimdark and then just be grimdark for the sake of being grimdark. That's one of the reasons why. You done? Kendra, you made me feel like a fossil. That's your fault for being old. The Brains episodes were always a classic. I kind of forgot about Evil Con Carne because I remember, can I be real with you, when like people were doing the Billy and Mandy like glazing for a while during the year, I forgot about Evil Con Carne, and then I slowly started to remember, oh, now I remember why. It's because I thought Evil Con Carne was boring as crap. It goes well in a Punisher comment, but not in a Fantastic Four one. No, for real. Cause like here's the thing, you gotta like balance that out. Like what is it? It's like the thing with the magical girl genre. At the moment Madoka came out and was subversive, people only were like, oh, they were gonna take episode 3 of Madoka as reference and nothing else. And we're gonna take that one scene from episode 3 of Madoka and the ending scene where something fantastical happens and nothing else. And not the literal message of like the magical girl genre is even if it's a sacrifice, I do it because of love. It's why we got stuff like Magical Girl Apocalypse. I'd say Magical Girl Site 2, but that's literally by the same author. You thought what? I thought what? I forgot. I talk too much and sometimes I end up forgetting what I said. Oh, you can bring out a character's personality while keeping them in uniform. Loose ties, no sweaters, loose shirt, always tidy, never loose, always in robes, etc, etc. No, for real. No, for real. Like people, because that's like the thing. Everybody wants to be grimdark. The Brain episode is peak Kenra. Sorry, I thought that Evil Concarnate was boring. I always thought his episodes were boring because I never understood the jokes. I never understood the jokes. Now that I'm older, I can understand some of the jokes, and even then I still kind of think some of his stuff is boring. Because I came for the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy, not other guy and his evil assistant that he and her need to get a room so they can bang. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. I did like his accent though. He was funny. When he was like on screen with Billy and Mandy. It's all I'm saying. It's just me. Now I will say though, that and also the funniest jokes were with Billy and Mandy. I'm sorry, I'm never getting over the Mummy episode. There'll be a lot of questions that don't need to go answered, bro. Is your profile pic what I think it is? Who is that? Who? I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Excuse me. Your girl likes teriyaki. Hello, Base Deer. Hello, DJ Zombie Scout 9099. Why did I say it all like that? No idea, but I like doing what I do. Oh, we end up front-ending this stream talking about past stuff. Hold up. Hello. The people were calling me a little bit. Dracula don't suck. Dracula scrapes and like just scrape and like. Can I be real with you? I thought Dracula was funny as a kid. Now that I'm older, I think that brother is just unfunny. Except that bowling ball gag. That was amazing. I think it's because as a kid, like I didn't have the aversion of blood that I had now. Because I remember seeing his jokes and thinking that he was just okay, And now I have like an aversion to like blood type jokes or like thinking about it. Because like I'm not someone who's like scared of blood, but like anything relating to like anything gross, I'm kind of like, it's like, maybe. I still think that zombie joke was really funny. There's a reason why I'm called the GOAT. And you see that right there? You see that right there? Cringe, Gabby. Cringe. The last of the Mohicans. The last teriyaki chicken sample. Yeah, the goat of NTR. What is it? Sounds like you got B negative blood inside. What does that even mean? Bro, what does that even mean? Oh. Ah. The last of the Mohicans, the last of the teriyaki. I'd get more, but I need to actually save that food for tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Let's move this over here. I forgot I accidentally muted my microphone directly. I forgot I accidentally muted my microphone directly. You have to be positive. Sorry, I got called out by the family. They came back home. We gotta prepare. We are leaving soon. But I wanted to at least do a full week of streaming because I thought, you know what? We're gonna be gone for like 2 weeks. With the occasional like post here and there. I'm not gonna be, so what it's gonna happen is I'm not gonna be active on Twitter while I'm on vacation. So I want to come back to whatever stupidity is going on Twitter. I want to see what stupidity is going on Twitter after I come back. But I am gonna be hanging out in Discord and stuff like that because Discord is kind of like a small like thing. And I may not be active on YouTube, but I'm gonna be like, you know, probably active in like the other people's chats and stuff like that. You know? That's just how it be. That's just how it be. And maybe during the meantime, I'm gonna convince Lumber. Maybe while I'm gone, I'm gonna convince Lumber to get OBS RTMP so that she can do multi-stream for free. She gonna multi-stream for free. Because I found out how to multi-stream for free now. Yay! Oh, okay, wrong one. You're good? What happened? What happened? Wrong what? You're good? I don't get it. I don't get it. I feel like leaving just made me lose my momentum. I know I definitely got like YouTube clips of the Blue-Eyed Samurai, which are actually really interesting. I should probably watch it sometime. I actually liked it. I liked it. Don't worry about it. It's my chat. I'ma worry about it. R-T-M-P. Oh my gosh. What the heck? AI mod. Oh! So I guess Kick, oh no. And benefit of our audience, but stream $100 per hour on Kick. What? Nothing? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Bro! They know how to, oh my gosh. They're figuring it out, guys. They're figuring it out. So the kickbots are now starting to get around being blocked and being able to post off in chat by using strike through text. I'm just like, how do you even know that? How do you even get around that? Oh my gosh. I'm like, how do you even do that? How do you even do that? How do you even program that? Well, granted, maybe, you know what, maybe. Kickbots scare me. Their determination ceases to amaze me. Don't worry, guys. We'll get Commander Root on this. Which reminds me, I need to update my Commander Root thing so that I can actually get more of these bots banned, because I know they've increased in the last couple of years. That is Skynet's beginning. People think Skynet's gonna rule the world by saying humanity's useless. Skynet's gonna actually be like, actually, I kind of need you guys to survive, so I'm gonna put some of the worst criminals ever to watch ads daily. We're gonna make the worst of the worst criminals watch ads daily so that can power me forever. It's beautiful, beautiful. Oh, no. I'm 5 followers away from surpassing my imposter account in followers. To be fair. Good. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, that's right. Guys, did you guys see the Yona of the Dawn? Yona of the Dawn is announced to get a sequel. Yona of the Dawn is announced to get a sequel. It's back, baby. Yona of the Dawn is back. It should have been back a while ago. And Firefly Wedding is getting an anime adaptation, bro. I gotta finish the manga for that. I cannot wait. Can you imagine, bro? We're gonna have what people like to call the healthy yandere. It sounds impossible, but believe me, the healthy yandere is real. The healthy yandere is 100% real. He still wants to kill you though. I'm so excited because he's actually kind of good looking a little. Randomly a clip from that Gem anime you like. Yes, you're talking about Land of the Lustrous. Also, hello, Kuma. I'm this close to showing up Ben's little joke. Just literally become the get Ben's account. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We are having a shoujo renaissance. I just hope people actually notice and or buy the merch. I know I'm buying one of Sato when I get the if I have money and a Firefly Weddings merch comes out, I'm buying that. I'm buying a figure of Sato. I'm buying that figure of Sato. Kendra the Roger as she decapitated by the yanderes. The healthy yandere is real. Bro, I found out like Firefly Wedding because like somebody was doing it. Was it one of my favorite musicians, Dasby? She was doing a promotion with Ajanai, and they ended up asking her, and the song fits so freaking well. Oh, I actually highly mean it. You guys will like it. You guys will like it. I do think it probably will be kind of rushed because they added another love interest. And from what I hear, that love interest wastes a lot of time, and I knew freaking well they were gonna waste so much time. but I stay for the characters anyway, so it works out. My only complaint with Firefly Wedding is that it got picked up by one of those like third-party sites that like no one's ever heard about. This happens like with a lot of shoujo. They never get picked up by like the actual sites that matter, like Viz Media and stuff like that. Like they could have like collaborated with them to like make them more better, but they always get adopted by these like webtoon looking sites where you have to pay per episode, and I'm like, no wonder why shoujo ain't blooming in the West. It sucks to read you. Oh my gosh. On the bright side, Love Bullet looks like it's gonna get a continuation. So Love Bullet was like this Yuri series that everybody was like really excited for, and then what ended up happening was it was likely gonna get canceled. So a ton of fans banded together to basically sell out the entirety of the manga nationwide. And literally everybody was like, I guess Love Bullet will be arriving to America in a year. I want Studio Trigger to do a Transformers anime. We all want Studio Trigger to do a Transformers anime. Now the real question is, will it be focused on the Transformers or will it be focused on the humans? Because you know that's gonna have a thing that's gonna happen. You know, a show that progressively gets darker as Gravity Falls. The Northwest Manor and Alien Shapeshifter episode pretty much started that turn to dark themes. To be fair, can I be real with you? I remember when we had TV, Gravity Falls Season 1 came out, and that was the only thing I saw of Gravity Falls ever since. And I remember coming back years later to see all the lore and build up for the newer seasons, and I'm just like, huh? What? Huh? You know what I mean? I'm like, what? I'm like, I just remember back then when like Pacifica was in the car with Dipper, I thought this was gonna be like a character-driven series and not get like too dark. I come back and I see Pacifica's dad getting reversed, yeah, no, just reversed in the face. I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh my god. What else? I know everybody's been really raving. Can I be real with you? I really think with the recent trend for Firefly Wedding and the recent collabs and stuff with Yona of the Dawn, I'm thinking we actually might get an Oron reboot. I kind of don't want an Oron reboot because I know, I've talked about it before, you know they're gonna have to replace Vic Mignogna. I hate that they have to do it because the Oron cast was like perfect, and it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be like the panty and stocking thing where they replaced all the VAs, and it's like, I don't hate it, but it could, I kind of miss, there's nothing like the old cast. I remember someone like made a YouTube short where they were comparing the casting for Panty, and the thing is though is they were like, the comments were like, that's not that bad and it's not that different, and I was like, you know what, you're right. But I remember in the first episode everyone kind of sucked a little bit, so it was one of those things where it's like they had to get used to their role, because when the first episode came out, yeah, I wasn't vibing with the voice. Now in the later in the series where she's got her footing, yeah, I like the character a lot. I'm just saying, I like the fact that we got season 2. Season 2 is coming along the way. And then we also found out why Panty and Stocking get kicked out of heaven, of all things. Turns out, don't do it in your parents' bed without saying anything. All I know about Gravity Falls is Dipper gets to goes to Taco Bell. How about Foss goes to Burger King? Y'all have no idea what that's a joke to. It's literally just Foss going to Burger King. You ever heard of Landed Illustrious? Look up Foss goes to Burger King. Oh, I will never understand how that joke took off in the West, but I hope Ichikawa saw it. I do wish that Dipper and Pacifica got together, or at least hinting between the two. I can say Candy, but Dipper's messed up listening to Gwinkle Stan about picking up girls. Who's Candy again? I have no... Who's Candy? Gravity Falls Candy. Candy. Who's Candy? Oh! Candy. That was her name? That was her name the entire guy? What? That was her name the entire time? I didn't even know if Mabel's friends had names. That's how far up of Gravity Falls I had like stopped watching. The last episode I remember is the episode with Pacifica and her driving in the car with Dipper. That one episode. Yeah. Was it the boy band episode? I remember seeing that one. Man, thanks for subscribing to Slasher Hunter. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a Quabbit. Thank you for becoming a Quabbit in this lovely, lovely space. Man, you could, like I said, you could probably listen. During the time Gravity Falls also came out, I had discovered anime. I was not in a cartoon mood anymore. I was like, I want more of this. I don't care if it's gritty. I don't care if it's cute. I don't care if it's any of these other things. I just want this specifically. And that's how I found out about the Twin Sisters of the Wonder Planet and a ton of other kids anime. That also means, unfortunately, so for those that don't know, I've been going every Sunday night, I have been going on Mizu's stream to do this thing called Anime Audit. It is so funny. It's so funny watching genuinely bad anime videos, because it's like, oh yeah, that was a take someone made. We watched the free run video. The free run video was just super bad because the guy was literally like, the demons aren't that bad, guys. Clearly they're supposed to be like humans. Yeah, that wouldn't even literally killed an entire village and then made the children fight each other to the death. But listen, they're capable of empathy. Despite the text literally saying, I'm trying to understand what empathy is. It was literally a video disguised as criticizing Tolkien. It was a video that was trying to pretend to be a criticism of Frieren, this guy literally just had hatred for Tolkien the entire time. And then last week I introduced Lumi to Jello Apocalypse. It was so stupid. I loved it. I loved it so much. I won't be on the anime audits for the next 3 weeks though, or at least 2 of them. Oh my gosh. Because I'm gonna be gone for the trip, and I'm gonna miss it. They're thinking of showing me Lily Orchard. I know very little about Lily Orchard, but all I know about her is the fact that I watched her Korra video, and I thought it was pretty valid, and I know a little bit about her past, especially with the videos that are out there, because I know June the King did a video, and I watched that, and I'm just like, it feels like I'm listening to a downward spiral, but it's been long enough to where I don't remember. I don't know about the fan fiction though. I know a little bit about it, but I don't know anything in depth about it. Tolkien is peak. I dare you to try and criticize him. I've been off and on again with anime as I was bullied for liking it before it became mainstream. Now the same people that would bully me in middle school now like it. Now that's the funny thing. How I got into anime was because there was this like tall girl. So I was the tall girl. But then eventually as I kept going from school to school, I ended up finding out like more tall girls, and this one tall girl was friends with an anime nerd, and the anime nerd actually would like share like anime stuff with people. And this was like the early 2000s, like the late this is like early 2010s, where by this point anime was not as stigmatized, because no matter what school or where I went, everybody would be okay with anime. Everybody was kind of just like, oh yeah, no, like I watch it. It's not like this or that, but I think it's pretty cool. The thing is though, is people didn't like me anyway, so it didn't really matter if I got into anime or not. Literally, I still remember one of like the people that bullied me. I remember we had all went to the same middle school because I had went to the other schools, and they ended up becoming like friends with each other. And I remember like showing like some of my drawings to them, and they were like, ooh, you better not draw me. And I literally remember being like, I'm gonna draw you anyway. And then I realized as I was older, I was like, oh, wait, that's not supposed to happen? It's supposed to be people begging you to draw them? That's so weird. Because I had like the opposite experience in school, where everybody genuinely, I don't know why, they just considered me like the weirdo, and I didn't really know anything. I just wanted to be their friend. And they were like, ooh, don't draw me. And I'm just like, huh? What if I draw you anyway? 1 to 10, how bad is she? Lily Orchard? From what I can tell, a solidified 10. 20. She's a little nuts. She a little nuts. She's, from any time I hear about Lily, let's just say she's the reason we found out that Rebecca Sugar has once made edited Eddie porn. By the way, I had a rat that Bint was in Japan. I am now correct. He has tweeted about arriving in Japan recently. Huh. What would be in Japan for him? I was like, dang. That's one of the reasons why I kind of had trouble making friends, because people just automatically just like, I don't know, for some reason I was like the target. And that's one of the reasons why I was like, you know what, this is the year I'm gonna make friends. To wrap around back to the beginning of the stream, I'm gonna make friends this year. It's not all bad at all. And then I realized years later that it turns out cartoons and anime was how I coped as a kid. Ain't life funny like that? I grew up in the 2000s, so if it wasn't mainstream like Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Digimon, or anything on Tooname, you were bullied for it. When I was a kid, Tooname was already cancelled. So, what is it? When I was a kid, Tooname was already cancelled, and the only thing that was on at the time was Boondocks and Robot Chicken. And what is it? Robots, Boondocks, Robot Chicken. what did I even say right now? So by the time I found out about Toonami, it was when Rebel Toxie was talking about it and being like, yeah, no, Toonami's dead. And then Toonami came back. And everybody likes to pretend that Toonami didn't leave. And I'm just like, am I being gaslit or something? Because I remember the whole thing about Toonami being like gone for a while, and that's why anime took a little longer to come to the West. To this day, Toonami keeps trying to ape the success of Cowboy Bebop. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen. Sometimes something is just lightning in a bottle for a reason. It's almost like you should make a sequel to Space Dandy instead. Make a sequel to Space Dandy. The people thrive. The people want Space Dandy, bro. Maybe next time don't put all your money into the first episode of a series and then let every other episode be significantly worse. Yes, I am talking about Uzumaki. Toonami is a pale imitation of what 4Kids was. To be fair, these are the same people that still tried to do. They basically wanted the anime with that to abide by TV guidelines. Dragon Ball was perfect. Everything else, no, not so much. Could have been worse though. Could have been worse. Could have been One Piece. Could have been the One Piece dub. That was a disaster in the day. But it introduced a lot of people to Sonic X. That's how I remember finding out about Sonic X because I was at a babysitter's house. And I was like, it was the Ghost episode, and I was like, huh. I didn't know Sonic the Hedgehog had a TV show. But this was back then, before I found out what anime was. I remember getting Sonic X and watching all of it, and then hating the ending because I was like, where's the episode? Where's the next episode? I used to watch the Lily Orchard back when I hated Steven Universe and a few other shows, but then I saw how crazy Lily is and dropped her. I was writing tips. It was the writing tips video. People always say the writing tips video was really bad. Was it really that bad? Like, I know about that video, but I don't know how bad it really is. Yeah. I don't know why my mind's starting to like flutter. What am I even saying? Oh my gosh. I'm trying to figure out what I'm talking about. And yep, I think I'm pretty much just out of things to talk about. I wanted to go on forever, but I guess when you do 2 hours of laughing and yucking and yakking and jucking and jiving, you kind of run out of things to talk about. At least without going into like, I don't know. If anything, thank you all guys for coming to today's stream. I wanted to keep going. I was thinking of reaching that 3-hour mark. Oh, I get so awkward when I do stuff like this. Nah, Toonami was a good continuation of 4Kids as it focused on teens to young adults. Just hated the shows like Eureka 7, Inuyasha, and Fully Cooley were put on Adult Swim. To be fair, Inuyasha makes sense. Inuyasha's a lot more mature. Same with Fully Cooley. Not sure about Eureka 7 though. I want to get into Eureka 7. That's one of the things. That's one of the things I want to get into. But I think this is a good way to end off the day. Thank you all for coming to today's stream, and thank you all for supporting me all this entire time. This stream was pretty crazy because I don't even know what I talked about today. And I hope to do more of it in 2026. Look out for that special illustration. Again, on Saturday, a notification will go out. Pretty much just explaining the same thing that happened for today. 2026 was a chaotic year that really should have ended in disaster, but it didn't because I didn't want it to. And to think about it, I would have ruined my career. Because I would have done something really stupid if I really think about it. I'm going to fix that. And with that, I shall see you all. And next time, Kendrillion. We gotta find someone to raid. Let's see. You know what? Is there anyone we can even raid on Kick? How do you even raid someone on Kick? TV feed, stream preview, mod actions, chat, session, channel, stream info. How do you raid someone on Kick? I don't think we've ever raided anybody on Kick before. How to raid Kick. On Kick. Kick. How you raid on Kick? To raid. It's called hosting. Creator dashboard. What's the dashboard? Where's the dashboard? I'm on the creator dashboard. Bam, 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 bam. Click the host button. The what button? The which button? And we'll figure that out later. Sayonara, suckers! Let's see, who's live at this hour? Alright. Let's see. Aniplex, Nana, Pio, Bear, Royan. Royan. Might as well go to the Royan. Terraria stream, most likely with Mizu in them. And then, who is live right now as well? Should we just raid Royan on both ends? I say so. I say so. Say so. Here you go. All right. They've been at it for an hour. Thank you all. It's called hosting on Kick, I believe. I'm gonna have to figure it out later because I don't feel like letting you guys hear a tutorial. But thank you guys for coming to today's stream. Thank you all for 2025 this year, and I hope we all grow and just become cool people together. And now, like I said previously, keep out for that GoFundMe. Keep out for that Discord link for anybody you want to invite. And keep out for that special illustration on Christmas.